Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah with another lesson. And in this lesson here, it's going to be inspired because by the show right here, the Common Sense Show hosted by Dave Hodges. He made a statement at the beginning of the video, and that just inspired me to do this lesson on it because we know over and over and over again the Most High talks about how a lack of food is coming to the world, man. And he mentions this. So that's what we're just going to go into. We're going to go into famine coming because that's a part of the judgments that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to release upon this planet Earth. Matter of fact, before we get into that, let's get this real quick because we're going to come back to these. Let's get second Esdras to show you what the Most High has promised to bring upon this place. This is second Esdras 15 and 5. Slakia. Second Esdras 15 and 5. Behold, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is preparing to unleash in this planet Earth. This is what's coming. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Destruction as what? Punishments or plagues for wickedness, man. And the Most High tells you why. He's doing these things. Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Do you see that? Their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. It's time for judgment and punishments to be unleashed because it's, and what month are we in right now? So-called Pride Month, where they're going to be exalting and uplifting and celebrating wickedness for an entire month, man. This is one of the many reasons why America is going to suffer. The fate is going to suffer, man. One of the many reasons. But this is definitely coming, man. So let's play this first little part right here.
No way to sugarcoat this, ladies and gentlemen. We have a grave situation forming in the world. We're going to unfold it for you right here on the Common Sense Show. My name's Dave Hodges. I'm the host. We're the show freeing America one enslaved mind at a time. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are brought to you by the best storable food company in the world. And this is something you better look at because if we go into full-fledged war, food rationing will be at the top of it and you'll be at the bottom of the list. You want to trust a Biden food line? Yeah, be my guest. Sorry for the sarcasm, but that's exactly how it's going to be. So what you need to do is go to...
All right? Talking about food wars, rationing. That's coming, man. This is what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to unleash upon the wicked. And why do I say upon the wicked? Because that's what these things were created for. These plagues, these punishments are not for those who believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Now, we're going to be in the midst of it. But at the end of the day, we're not going to be taking it. Lord willing, we'll be a part of that number. You see, but let's show you who these things were created for. Ecclesiasticus 39. And we'll start at verse 28. It says what? There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And that's what the spirit of famine is. The spirit of famine is a spirit of vengeance. You see? That the Most High sends forth into the earth to cause a lack of bread, to cause a lack of water. You see? So what? So whoever needs to die from famine dies of famine. That's what these spirits of vengeance are set up to do. And we're going to start to see more and more of these things take hold in the earth the closer we get to the end of this thing, man. These spirits are going to be poured, these spirits of vengeance are going to be poured out more and more and more and until it fully grips the earth. Now let's see what a couple of these spirits of vengeance are. 29 says what? Fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. For what? For punishments, for judgments. You see, that's what these things were created for. Verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. It didn't say anything about the righteous. It didn't say anything about those serving Yahweh through faith in Yahweh Shah. These punishments, these spirits of vengeance, they're going to be unleashed upon the wicked, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number that's protected and shielded when this break loose in the earth, because it is coming. And Dave Hodges sees it, man. And in the minute of the Lord, beginning with the elder apostle Hart, have been telling you for years now that this is coming. These are the punishments that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is gonna send into the earth. And it's going to be one of the many reasons why people are going to turn to the MOTB for salvation, man. Because of the hell they're catching. Verse 31 says what? They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So when these spirits of vengeance are unleashed in the earth, whoever dies of famine, that's what the Most High meant to happen. You see? Everybody thinks it's going to be all good. You're just going to be able to find food. It ain't going to be that bad. So, look, man. If the Most High set it up and ordained it in the spirit for you not to eat, you're not going to find any food, man. Even for you people who have these fucking bunkers loaded to the brim with food stores, the Most High might have it where you go on vacation and all hell breaks loose and you can't even get back to your bunker. Now that food is just sitting there waiting for the next man to come along. That's how cold Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is with it, to show you that you have no free will. Because if it was left up to you, you wouldn't get caught with your pants down on vacation, being away from all the preparations that you made. And that's why it tells us that the pride of man is going to be greatly humbled in the day of the Lord, man. The Most High is going to show you people that you were never in control. He's going to show you this, man. Ecclesiastes 40 and 8 says what? Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast. And that is sevenfold more upon sinners, those who transgress the ways of the Most High. And this whole month is dedicated to sinners, man. People that the Most High hates. In a country that claims that the Bible is the law of the land. The Bible calls for those type of people to be put to death, and you know what I'm talking about. The rainbow flaggers, man. The Bible calls for those people to be put to death, no questions asked. But what does this country go and do? Establishes a Pride Month. Give these people signs into law, wicked legislation for these people to just roam free in the earth. And then push that madness all throughout the earth, man. The Most High is going to fuck you people up. Trust and believe it, man. Just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah before. Verse 9 says what? Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, there it is mentioned again, tribulation and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. The flood didn't come to take to take the righteous, man. The flood came to take those who were being wicked. The flood came, and when it came, Noah was saved in the ark. It's going to be the same thing with the righteous here in this time, man. Those who believe in Yahweh Shah are going to be fed, are going to be watered, they're going to be nourished in this great time of tribulation, man. See, with those who out here doing their own, who are so-called doing their own thing, they living their best life. You see, they haven't repented and turned back to the Lord. Talking about you, 2/3 Israelites, 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You refuse to turn back. You refuse to come serve the Lord. Guess what's gonna happen to you when all hell break loose? You're gonna be starving out here. You're gonna be gunned down. You're gonna go through a great deal of torment out here. While the righteous, the servants of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, are going to be taken care of. You see? So let's show you what is about to break loose in the earth, man, according to what the Most High has spoken. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And we already got that part. Let's start at verse 14. It says what? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. This is what's coming. This is what the Most High is about to unleash. Complete hell and chaos is about to break loose in the earth, especially here in the land of America, where people are going to be fighting against each other, guns in hand. You see? And a major cause of that is going to be what? A lack of resources. You see? Your living conditions degrading, because that's all coming, man. The Most High has that spirit upon the elites to cause this to come into play. What else is going to happen? Verse 16 lets us know what? For there shall be sedition among men. That means uprises against the government. Because what? This cushy ass way of life that you people are living right now is all about to go away. And when it happens, you people are going to be thrown out of your comfort zone into an unfamiliar place, and it's going to put so much hell upon you, so much stress upon you. You're going to rise up against your elected officials, man. You see? But you already see both sides pointing fingers at one another. This is Trump's fault. This is Biden's fault. This is the left's fault, the right's fault. That shit is going to continue to intensify, man. Until what? You start to invade one another. Because civil war is coming. As it tells us in Isaiah 19. It also says what? They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And that goes into what? You're not going to be trying to hear anything these elected officials have to say, man. See, because your standard of living is going to drop, is about to collapse. It's about to drop. You see? It says what? In the course of their action shall stand in their power. Straight anarchy and lawlessness out here, man. This is what's coming. We see it on the horizon. We're telling you. And people are just moving around this place and don't even see it. Don't even consider it. They say it's gonna get bad, but we're telling you it's worse than anything that you can imagine, man. Verse 17 says what? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because you see them, what are they doing now? They're about to start setting up smart cities, 15-minute cities. You see? Where you have everything in a 15-minute vicinity of where you live. And also, martial law is going to be initiated, where you're going to have soldiers in the streets patrolling. There's going to be curfews and lockdowns, and it will get to a point to where they're going to be given shoot to kill orders if you're out after curfew. This is the state that America is going to. This is what's about to befall this place. You see? It says what? Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. This is coming upon you and all the world because of what? Your pride. Boasting yourselves against the Most High. Just living a life of wickedness without any care, without any regard for what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua says is right. So that's why he's about to bring great torment upon you. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Famine is going to be so bad out here. You're going to have neighbors running into each other's homes, guns drawn, you see, to pillage and scavenge for resources. Because what? Famine is coming. A lack of bread is coming. You're going to go to these stores one day and there's not going to be anything on the shelves. Anything, man. There will be food wars. They're going to be rationing. And guess what? When the rations run out, those who haven't gotten anything, guess what they're going to be willing to do? Take your shit by force, even if it means killing you over a fucking MRE. This is what's coming to the world, especially to the land of America, man. And this is all what? Punishment from the Almighty Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Let's get this real quick. Matter of fact, we'll start here. 2 Ezra 16 and 17. It says what? Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. That's how bad it was, man. When Ezra was seeing his vision, it terrified him. It was so bad, he asked who was going to save him. And he was a man of the Lord. He was communing with an angel, man. Talking to an angel. Ezra is a part of the elect, and he was like, who was going to deliver me in those days? Because that's how bad it's going to be. And if you're not up under the shadow of the Almighty, you have no hope, man. All these people, yeah, I got this stored up, and I got this bunker over here. I got this many rounds of ammo. We got these escape plans. We're going to get up out of the city and get to our reserve mountain water. Man, look, ain't none of that shit finna go as planned. Now, some of you might be able to reach wherever you're going if it's the Most High's will. But guess what? If it's not the Most High's will, your ass is going to be stuck in them cities, probably gunned down. You see? If you got a woman, she probably going to be taken from you to use as a bartering token for food and resources. And you know what I mean by a bartering token. These are the times that we're coming into, man. Oh, man, let's get this. Second Timothy 3 and 1, it says what? This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. You see that? Perilous times are coming, man. I want to look at that word for perilous. And now it wants to freeze. Fuck out of here, blue letter. Let's look at the word for perilous. Dangerous. Full of danger or risk. Dangerous. Fraught with danger. Hazardous, risky, unsafe, treacherous. Precarious, vulnerable, uncertain, insecure, critical, desperate, exposed at risk, in jeopardy, in danger. Problematic, difficult. You see? Antonyms of what? Safe and secure. And it's going to be anything other than that when all hell breaks loose out here, man. It's going to be dog eat dog out here in the world when all hell breaks loose. And it is coming. It is coming. You got all these fucking migrants coming up through these borders. You see? It's about to be crazy out here. So it goes on to say, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine. There is mentioned again, the beginning of famine. Because the lack of bread, the lack of resources is coming, man. And great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? And the only thing that you're going to be able to do is lean upon your Yahweh Shah. But guess what? Everyone doesn't have that privilege. Everyone doesn't have that lifeline to the Most High through Yahweh Shah. That's only being given to the remnant. So when all hell breaks loose, only the remnant is going to be taken care of. Only the remnant is going to be safe and sound and secure. Like I said, we're going to be put in situations, you see, that's going to look crazy, but we're only going to be in those situations because what? Our faith is being tried. Everyone else, whatever situation you find yourself in, if you're not a part of the remnant, you're in that situation to be destroyed, man. According to the Most High's will. Verse 19 says what? Behold, famine, there it is again. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, corrections, spirits of vengeance. You see? Punishments. That's why these things are sent. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges, because as society breaks down more and more and more, it's just going to get more and more wicked out here, man. You see, it's just going to get more and more wicked out here. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves in good case. And this is where we are now. Everything is cheap around you. Even though the price has risen a little bit, you can still go get a buggy full of groceries for a decent amount of money. You see? Might be $50 to $100 more, but you can still get whatever you need to keep your family nourished. So you think yourselves to be in good case, you can still run to these fast food spots and get a 4 for 4, or 5 for 5, or 7 for 7, whatever. You can still do all that. So you people think you're all good. I didn't even have to eat. It might tell me that a famine could never happen in America because it's America. That's the pride of these people walking around here, man. I don't ever see a famine happening in America. And you know why you don't see it is because you don't have the vision of the Most High. You don't know the Most High's will. Because that's exactly what's coming. We done read famine 3 times in this one chapter. So famine is definitely gonna be on the menu of judgment. You see? But right now, you people think yourselves to be in good case. You can still go to Walmart, get a steak, still go get your Doritos, your gallons of water. You see? Whatever it may be, you can still go do that shit right now. I'm about to go to Walmart after I finish this video, and I can guarantee you the store gonna be packed full of people. Not even considering that one day you won't be able to do that, man. You won't be able to just walk into Walmart as you're doing now. This is the reality of it, man. This is what's coming. So 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Watch, it's going to ramp up. It is going to ramp up on a major level, man. Verse 22 says what? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So yes, there are going to be fights over food. Oh, hold up. The water. 2 Ezra 6 and 22, it says what? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. The storehouses are what? These grocery stores, your Walmarts, your Targets, your King Supers, your Food Lions, your IGAs, your DEBs. You see? Your Krogers, your Publix, Whole Foods. These are the storehouses, man. This is where the food is shipped and stored until the customer consumes it. These full storehouses are going to be suddenly found empty. Why? Because famine is coming. A lack of bread is coming. And it's going to cause people to lose their fucking minds out here. Because you people don't know about fasting, going a day or two without eating. You haven't practiced doing that. And I know how impatient you are. You see? But you people are going to feel it. Trust and believe, man. So this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 22. It says what? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. There it is. There go two spirits of vengeance right there. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see? So a lot of people are going to die of hunger out here, man. They're going to die of starvation. A lot of people. And it's going to get to the point to where you women that got all these damn kids out here, your ass is going to get to the point to where you're going to have the children rock, paper, scissors for who's going to be eating first. Or you and your husband are going to have to goddamn flip a coin to decide what child you're going to eat first. Because that's how scarce food is going to be out here. You see? You people are going to eat your children. This is what the Most High is about to unleash upon you. Hey, and call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And if you don't get caught by the famine, like I said earlier, if you don't get caught by the famine, you do happen to make it to one of your bunkers or whatever it may be, guess what? You're going to get caught by the sword. Probably someone who's trying to escape the famine, they come across you in your bunker and they'll slay your ass, man. This is what's coming. You see that? These are the judgments that the Most High is about to unleash. But it says what? Verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. So you see right now, springtime, life is entering back into the earth. These cities are bustling with life. People are up and down the streets at the bars, having a good old time at happy hour. You see? One day, them stores are going to be boarded up. Some might be on fire. Cars going to be on fire. You see? Wild animals are going to be running through the streets. Dead bodies on the ground. This whole shit that you people are seeing around you right now, it won't be this way for too much longer, man. Trust and believe. And you can say, oh, you guys have been saying that for years. Well, guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen on the Most High's time. You definitely will see. So let's show you. Because at the end of the day, if we be a part of that number, we don't have to worry about this, man, because the Most High told us we're gonna be okay. So this is Isaiah 65, and we'll start at verse 12. No, verse 13. It says what? Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat. So while you people are out here starving, the servants of the Lord are going to eat. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You hear that? The servants of the Lord are going to be taken care of. Like King David said, I was young and now I'm old, but I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And that's what it's going to be. So we don't have to worry about starving out here as long as we're serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. He's going to take care of us, man. But for everyone else, hey, expect to die painful deaths. The painful death, get ready to experience the pain from starving to death, man. You see? Verse 14 says what? Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You see, like Yahweh Shah told us. Hey, right now, we're in the state of what? Grief. We ain't got no joy right now. You have moments when you're with brothers and you're joyous, but after you leave them, it's back to the bullshit. But you people are just in a state of joy all day, every day. Guess what? Your joy is going to be turned into mourning. You see? You're going to be hooping and hollering for some type of relief, and nothing's going to come to you, man. Verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. You see that? The men of the Lord are going to be taken care of, man. Now let's go back to 2nd Ezra and we'll wrap this up. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 2 because it tells us once again, hey, we ain't got to worry about none of this, man. Yup. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27 says what? Be not weary, and this is the Most High talking to his servants, right? Be not weary, for when the days of trouble in heaven is coming, as we read about, as we've been reading about in prophecy, according to prophecy. Those are going to be the days of trouble in heaven, as it says what? Others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. This is what the Most High is telling his servants. We don't have to worry about the times of trouble, man. You see, we don't have to worry about starving to death. Like Yahweh Shai told us, hey, our Father knows that we have need of all these things, man. And if he feed the birds, are we not much better than the birds? We have a council where our forefathers were fed during famine. Elijah is a main example of that. Us being in the wilderness when we came out of Egypt is a main example of that. The Most High can feed us out of thin air if he wants to. And he will do that for his servants, man. As it is written. While the rest of you people are going to be in a state of what? Mourning. A state of sorrow, man. So 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. You hear that? Because the Most High is going to take care of his servants. Verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. You people are going to be envious of us because what? While you motherfuckers are looking at your rib cages, we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be eating. Rejoicing because what? The end of America is here. And we know that our Lord, at any moment, our Lord Yahweh Shai is returning. So we're going to be good. We're going to be taken care of, like the Most High says, hey, then shall be known who are my chosen. Because his chosen are going to eat. We're going to have water to drink. We're going to have clothes on our backs. We're going to have shelter. You see that? These are the benefits, man, of serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. To be kept from the incoming judgments that he's about to bring. 2nd Ezra 2 and 29 says what? My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Why? It's because what? We abide under the shadow of the Almighty, man. You see? We abide under the shadow of the Almighty because we're in his secret place, in his truth, serving him through his son Yahweh Shai as he's commanded us to do. So that will cause us to be what? Taken care of. As it is written. But for the rest of you people, man, you stand no fucking chance. You're about to suffer pain beyond all imagination, man. You see? And this guy knows that it's coming. He knows that it's coming, man. But yeah, I just wanted to, bring it out because I was inspired by that little part he said because it adds up to what prophecy says, man. You see, so Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I'm going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Le'akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.